Hey, what's up, guys? Welcome back to Quality Shot Tennis. Today we got Korda taking on Dimitrov. Both guys are practicing their serves. This is Marseille, round of 16. Let me get the scoreboard working down here. Get the scoreboard. What's up, guys? This should be a fun one. Two talented guys. Always fun to watch. Two entertaining players out there. It's Dimitrov to serve first here. He's stepping up to the line. The head-to-head in this matchup is 1-0 towards the line of towards the side of Sebastian Corda, who beat Corda here a couple of years ago. But here we go. Dimitrov starting with a good serve out wide, 15 love. I'm excited for this one. This is two very entertaining players, to say the least, honestly. Dimitrov's been in fantastic form. Corda ended the year last year very well. This is a guy who should be above his ranking. He's when he's healthy, he's playing great. He just doesn't get enough chances to play so far. But you know, he's a great player. The backhand of Dimitrov's slice that goes out. The mental game for both is like the thing that you're not quite like. They have all the talent. Is the mental game there with them in the tight moments, in the pressure moments? That's a big thing. And but you know, Korda's a very complete player. Dimitrov is a fun watch as ever. And he's in stunning form. Very interesting to see how Dimitrov's going to do this year. Coming off of an incredible season last year, first title in Brisbane, then had a subpar performance at the Australian Open, but, you know, he never seems to perform as well as he should at the majors. He still has never reached a Grand Slam final, which is pretty incredible. You know, it'd be awesome to see him reach one, but, you know, it's hard to put expectations on Grigor now. So I'm not going to do that, but we'll see what all happens. Dimitrov at the line to serve, 30-15. It's a tough match, though, to get to the quarterfinals. It's in the net, 40-15. Like I said, last time they played was in Washington in 2022. Sebastian Corda won from down a set, 4-6, 6-1, 6-2 was the scoreline there. Dimitrov at the line to serve. His serve's been awesome recently. It's been a big thing. First serve goes wide. Second serve. Forehand, the backhand of Dimitrov, backhand of Corda. The forehand of Dimitrov, forehand of Corda, backhand slice of Dimitrov. Backhand Corda, the backhand slice of Dimitrov, backhand Corda. Backhand slice of Dimitrov, forehand of Corda. Forehand of Dimitrov, backhand Corda. It's a great shot. Backhand slice, the forehand of Corda. Oh, what a rally. What a pass, too. 40, wow. 40-30. Great rally there. There you go. Yeah, guys, don't forget to subscribe to the channel if you are new. Don't forget to subscribe to Quality Shot Tennis. Don't forget to like the video as well. So my predictions for this match, I'm going to say Grigor wins it because Grigor has been in stunning form. I mean, I know the board just lost at AO, but like in general, he's been amazing. So it's hard for me to really want to go that way. To say that he's going to start playing below the level he's been playing at for the last like year consistently. I'm going to say Grigor wins in two very close sets. Or at least one of the sets is going to be very close. No, I'll say two close sets for Dimitrov. Let me know predictions in the chat. Corda, by the way, gets to deuce. First game here. Corda gets to deuce. Corda is one of the most talented American players. There's no doubt about it. He's the one that I'm potentially the most excited about in the long run. Right now, no. Fritz is better at the moment. You know, even Shelton is better at the moment, but Corda is potentially so complete. He's definitely a big prospect where I'm concerned. Backhand, that goes out from Dimitrov, so it's advantage. You always want to be careful in your first service game. Advantage here. Corda on the return. Dimitrov taking some extra time before the serve because he knows it's important. Even though it's the first game, it's important. Serve out wide, just misses the line. Second serve here. Be Corda. Kick serve, backhand of Corda. The forehand of Grigor, backhand Corda. What was that about? Looks like they're replaying the point. Not quite sure why. Didn't catch what happened. It looks like they're going to play a lot for some reason. Maybe something happened outside. Anyway, make one again for Corda. Advantage here. Dimitrov will get a first serve. Sure. That's a good serve out wide. That's exactly what he did for the first serve when they were playing the point the first time, and it just missed the line. That time he got it. Deuce. Deuce, deuce, deuce. Let me know predictions in the chat. Corda versus Dimitrov. Serve that goes wide. Second serve. Kick serve, forehand of Corda. Forehand of Dimitrov, backhand of Corda. Backhand slice of Dimitrov, backhand of Corda. The backhand of Dimitrov, backhand Corda. Backhand of Corda into forehand now. Into that forehand. Now backhand to backhand. We're going every possible corner, and that goes wide from Corda. Advantage to Dimitrov. When Dimitrov is healthy, and he's hitting over that backhand, every shot on the court is great. Backhand of Corda, forehand Dimitrov, backhand Dimitrov. The weak link is the backhand of Dimitrov that can break down, and sometimes he can get nervy off that shot. Not be able to hit through it as well, but when he's confident, like he is at the moment, that shot's been great. If you watch the Brisbane final against Runa, that shot's been great. Or his match against Medvedev, for example, last year. Second serve here from Dimitrov. Finished off a very long game to start off. Already over a 6-minute long first game. I'm excited for this. This is two good, talented shot makers. Always excited to watch Corda as well. Serve out wide. Backhand Corda. Backhand slice of Grigor. Forehand of Corda. Backhand of Grigor. Forehand Corda. Forehand of Grigor. Forehand of Corda. Forehand of Grigor. Forehand Corda. Backhand of Grigor comes into net. It's not a great approach. That's in the net. Deuce. The first game keeps going on. Who's going to win the marathon first game? Corda's a great server, and he's a great returner. That's why I'm so excited about him above anything. He's such a complete player. That was not a good approach from Dimitrov. Very nervy. He was very slow to do it. He was felt indecisive. And he also just got stuck in no man's land. And when you're stuck in no man's land, that ball it's just so hard to control the ball when the pace is coming at you from the other side like that. Second serve here from Grigor. Back in Corda, that's in the net. Good serve. Good serve. Advantage for Dimitrov. Advantage for Dimitrov. By the way, Rybakina calls going on at the moment as well. Shout out David. I think he's got the stream for that one going on as well. Advantage here for Dimitrov. Appreciate everybody joining in to this. Once the first game starting up, this one could get fun though, especially if Corda brings his best tennis. Because Dimitrov, I mean, we should expect some great tennis from Grigor the way he's been playing for the most part recently. That goes well long and well wide though. Off the serve, second serve. Kick serve, backhand slice of Corda. That's in the net. 1-0 for Grigor. 1-0 for Grigor. Let me hear some predictions in the chat. Let me see them at least. Here we go. It says 13 minutes on the website. It hasn't been 13 minutes, but it's been 9 minutes apparently on the match clock already for the first game. So if every game is as long as that, and we go third set tiebreaker, we'll have the longest best of 3-set match ever. Corda's a lovely ball striker, has such natural timing. Hope we see make him strides this year as it's been a bit up and down. Yeah, I agree. I mean, you kind of hate to say it, but it's really been the mental side that's got him more than anything. Part of that is experience. Part of that is pressure. When you're playing for one of the best countries that this game has ever seen, probably the best if you're talking historically. I'm a bit biased, but one of the best that this game has ever seen. And yet we've been struggling so much and everybody's waiting for that new guy. And this is the son of a Grand Slam champion from the past. He's got a lot of pressure on him. So hopefully with more experience as he plays and he can get those kind of expectations, deal with them better probably. I think he can be very good, very, very good. Also, the physicality is just a big part of it. So technically it's all there. It's physical and mental. That's really, to me, it's really just a matter of time. I mean, sometimes the shot selection, his serve maybe not as, reliable as some of the other guys at the top, even though it can be very good, but it's like, it's just kind of consistency. But I think the consistency will get better with time. His game looks amazing and it's very complete. He does well on clay courts as well. On grass, he can play. He thought he was a favorite for Wimbledon. So, Matt, I agree. He's clean. He's fun to watch. He's talented. He's got skills. Good serve, good return, good everything. He seems like a guy who could be at the top. Hey, what's up, Jesus? Plus 2.5 sets. I don't know. I said straight sets, but I mean, I think most people would say 3 sets. It's going to be very close. I said Dimitrov in 2 close sets, or at least 1 set is going to be close. Just because Grigor's been playing well. I'm not going to take one match of the Australian Open and say, like, oh, Dimitrov can't play, and he's... No, I still think Dimitrov is a top 10 level player at the moment, to be honest. Corda might be as well. And Corda is like a top 20 player, and Dimitrov is a top 10 player. They're just in disguise. I think that's very fair to say, to be honest. Love 1530 here. Corda with a great serve down the tee. Corda is a top 20 player in disguise. Dimitrov is a top 10 player in disguise. They're just playing below their rank. Because Dimitrov's been on a tear. Medvedev, Alcaraz. I mean, Dimitrov, listen, Dimitrov's been playing crazy. Backhand slice, cross court, backhand slice. Dimitrov. Tennis 360 podcast. Dimitrov was like in my top 5 by the end of last year for like multiple weeks in a row. Like Dimitrov, like if we're talking about best informed players, I know the Australian Open was a bit of a bump in that, but he's in. Second serve here from Sebi. Forehand of Grigor. Forehand of Corda. Backhand of Grigor. Forehand of Corda. Backhand slice of Grigor. That goes out. 40-30 for Sebi Corda. 40-30 for Sebi Corda. First serve goes just long. Kick serve. Backhand of Dimitrov down the line. That goes long. 1-1. Dimitrov Manarino showing age is no barrier. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, I love to see it. I mean, Manarino has been around such a long time. I think the guy has now played like 44, 45 consecutive Grand Slam appearances. It's so interesting. It seems like it's always like the weird kind of unorthodox players that have crazy longevity. I don't know why. Also French players. I'm just thinking of Fabrice Santoro. Thinking of Santoro, Matt. But there are some others on the women's side, like Shea. Played for a long time. There's others as well. I don't know why that is, but Grigor is a bit unorthodox too. But he's, you don't really think of him as unorthodox, but like Federer is unorthodox a bit too. It's the way he plays, kind of a very unreal style of playing that only he could pull off. But I guess Grigor is doing something similar, at least in some ways. But yeah, it's good to see. I mean, longevity in tennis nowadays is just different from what it was. To me, it started with Roger, who really was amazing also because he was so dominant in his prime. And he was coming from a time where people didn't stay in the game for that long. Like, when Federer was playing, people weren't staying around in the game for that long. Right after he won his broke Sampras's record, everybody was like, okay, he'll win a couple slams, but surely he's going to retire now. Surely he's done now. Not only did he not retire, he competed well with the best, two of the best players ever for many, many years, up until 38 years old, and was the oldest world number one ever. Yeah, Roger started off, but Djokovic now, by far the best 36-year-old we've ever seen. Forehand, inside out. That's a great shot. 40 love for Grigor Dimitrov. My predictions, Dimitrov in 2 sets. First set gets decided after it passes 5-5. I'm going the opposite way. I'll say the first set is like 6-4, 6-3 Grigor, and the second set will be a tiebreaker. That's my prediction. But yeah, similar thoughts, Matthew. That's what I said. I said 2 sets, and one of the sets is going to be very tight. If not both, but I'll say 1 set will be tight. But straight sets, Grigor. Tight straight sets. Serve, Grigor. Out wide, back in Corda, backhand. Dimitrov, that's a great volley. Crowd loves it too. He's got the flash. He's got the talent. Got the talent. Bulgaria's got talent. Grigor's got the talent. By the way, on the opposite side of the draw in Marseille, Hurkacz is a player on the opposite side. He'll be playing Mahach, though, and Mahach has been playing incredible. Straight sets over Murray and Musetti. Musetti was 6-3, 6-2. Humbert is also in the draw. Fokina's in the draw. Zhang is in the draw. Hachanov, Lehechka. It's a great draw, to be honest, but Hurkacz is the big name on the other side if he is able to take out Shevchenko, who just recently became a Kazakhstani player. And speaking of Kazakhstani, how's Rybakina doing? Let me check on Rybakina's score. Wow, Rybakina calling split sets. There you go. Collins took the first set. I wasn't even following the scoreline there. I'll keep an eye on that one. David's got the call for you there. Close so far. 1-2. First game was very long. Already been on court, I would assume, over 20 minutes. Yeah, it says 20 minutes. 2 sweet strikers of a tennis ball. Absolutely. Absolutely. Korda is a very complete player, very clean, and Grigor is just you'll have about as much fun as you will have watching a tennis court when Grigor is on there. Serve now from Corda. Down the tee, backhand slice of Grigor at the backhand of Corda. Forehand of Grigor. The backhand of Corda. Forehand of Grigor. Forehand of Corda. Cross court. Forehand of Grigor. That's in the net. 15 love for Sebastian Corda. And in the Marseille draw, by the way, winner of this one plays the winner of Lehechka and Rinderknecht. Then potentially they would have Hachanov in the semifinals. Although FAA Felix Auger-Aliassime lost in the previous match on this court to Zhang. And Zhang is a talented player. I tell you what, Chinese men's tennis, there are some crazy players from China. 30 love. Or sorry, 15 all. 15 all. Grigor is the one running on confidence. I tell you what, Corda is good when he's confident. He's streaky as well. He really does do well with that. I think of when he beat Medvedev at the Australian Open last year, and then in the 4th round came out through a very close match against, I believe it was Hurkacz, I'd like to say. Yes, it was. And it was 5th set tiebreaker. Even last year, he was completely out of form and not performing well at all. He was injured. And then I believe he came back around like the end of the clay season from after Australia to pretty much Roland Garros. He was injured. And then after he came back, he was really out of form. But then he played into his form and found it a little bit towards the end of last year. So I think he needs experience. He needs to play. But as long as he can be healthy and pick up experience, improve on the mental side, I really, really think it's all there for him to be a top 10 player, if not better. We'll see. We're still a ways away, but it can be there for him. Forehand, the backhand slice of Grigor just gets over the net. Backhand, lots of slices so far. Forehand, that's in the net. Corda doing well off the slices, though. These are two good players. They've got skills. Whatever Grigor throws at Corda, kind of the kitchen sink, Sebastian Corda will surprise Grigor and be like, yeah, I can hit that shot too. Yeah, I can do it too. Clean strikers of a ball, and they're both big, skillful players, no doubt. Backhand, Dimitrov on the defense. That's in the net, though. Great points from Corda there. That's kind of the confident aggression that he probably wants. Last year in Adelaide, he got a match point away from beating Djokovic, played a fantastic match. He had very tough trouble putting away the first set. I think Djokovic saved about 10 set points, but he finally put it away. He got 1 point from winning and then just couldn't quite do it against the mental giant. Backhand down the line, forehand. That's in the ground. That's a great pass from Grigor. He's hitting that backhand as well as he ever has, in my opinion. I think Grigor is hitting that backhand as well as he ever has. There's arguments to be made. He's playing the best tennis of his career at the moment, or at least kind of his run from Shanghai to Brisbane. He's been playing some of the best tennis of his career. I think the best that I've seen him play. You grow as a player over 7 years, and I think he's the best version of himself. That goes out from Grigor. Advantage to Corda. There's a challenge, but I don't think anything will come of it. We'll see, though. I am very curious in this Rybakina match. We'll see how she does. Collins losing 3 sets to Rybakina and Swiatek from up a set, though, or not from up a set, but with chances, though, that'd be hard. Oh, what a challenge that is in. Great challenge from Grigor to replay the point. Not a bad call from the line judge or the umpire. That was close. Good challenge. Serve Corda, backhand return. Forehand Corda, inside in. Forehand Dimitrov. Forehand Corda, drop shot. Backhand Corda into the forehand of Dimitrov. Volley. Forehand Corda, squash shot. He's almost there. Great athleticism on display from both guys. But it's Grigor, who's one of the best athletes and one of the best shot makers of the last 15 years. Whatever you want to say about him as a player, I think that's perfectly fair to say. I mean, maybe match fitness over a long period of time, maybe more under question, but just in individual points in general for 90% of the time, one of the best athletes on the tour and certainly one of the best shot makers. I'd say even underrated in that way. You could make a highlight reel of 100 incredible Dimitrov shots. And that goes out from Dimitrov. Corda saves break point. Backhand goes out. You can make a highlight reel of 100 great Dimitrov shots, and it would be way better than the 100 best shots from the entire tour that comes out every year. Grigor hits some crazy shots. How confident are we that Dimitrov will win at least one set? I'm new to tennis, and I have that as my last leg in my parlay. How confident are we that Dimitrov will win one set? Also, yeah, I'm very, 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 very confident Grigor will win at least one set. His opponent isn't the kind of opponent where his opponent is very, very good, and they're very dangerous. So, it's not impossible that he won't, but it seems, yes, very, very, very likely that he will. Cut to about 2 hours later when he hasn't won a single set. Anthony Tiafoe versus Mickelson. Who you got, Matt? That sounds great. Tiafoe, Mickelson, I am so high on as a young player. I've got Alex Mickelson. I really do. I think Alex Mickelson will upset Tiafoe. Tiafoe's been out of form. He hasn't found any kind of form. Alex Mickelson's been playing great. And man, if you haven't watched him play and you're just like, oh, big server American, he's really not. He's a big guy, 6'4", but he's got so many skills. He redirects the ball great. He's kind of, this game is a bit jumbled up though. He's trying to figure it out, get all the tools working the way they need to be. But he does a lot of slices, drop shots. He comes to net. He's a bit of an all court player. Alex Michelsen is a guy I'm very excited about for American tennis. Back in Grigor, slice, whip high, forehand of Corda, inside out, back end of Dimitrov. Back end Corda, cross court, back end slice of Grigor. Forehand Corda, back end of Dimitrov, cross court, back end of Corda. What a rally here. Very high level at the moment. Backhand. Dimitrov, back into Corda. Goes out and a huge let's go from Dimitrov, 3-1. Well, yeah, Grigor. Grigor with the break, and he breaks Corda. Looks much more likely he'll take the set now. It was likely anyway, but 3-1. 3-1. That was a high level rally. Corda gave us all to try to save the break point. Just too good from Grigor, to be honest. I mean, it was a bit of an unforced error from Corda, but it was a long rally. Already 25 minutes on the match clock. Half an hour after what is it? The third change of ends, I think it would be. That's a lot. Goes out from Grigor, second serve. Kick serve, backhand of Corda, forehand, backhand slice Dimitrov. That stays a little bit short. Backhand Corda, that's a great shot. Attacking, backhand slice, back cross court, what a slice. Backhand, these guys are hanging slices crazy. Drop shot now. Forehand, of course, Dimitrov gets there. Backhand slice pass, backhand volley. Wow. What a flashy point. What do you love? I love points like that. There you go. There you go. I love it. That was a backhand slice passing shot from Sebastian Corda off a great deep retrieval of a drop shot there from Dimitrov. And Corda just grabs it and slices it cross court. If you're wondering if these two guys are talented, what an initial slice from Corda there too, but Dimitrov is just too quick. 15 love. Great point. Point of the match. Serve out wide. That goes long. So far, we're probably going to get even better ones. Thanks, bro. Yeah, no problem, Lewis. Good luck on the bet. 15 love. Serve, backhand, slice of Grigor, forehand of Corda. That goes long. 30 love. 30 love. Yeah, I got Michelsen over Tiafo. Who else is playing? Who else is playing later today? Who else is playing Matt in Dallas? Gonna try to see. What's sad about Felix losing to Zhang? I like Zhang, but I really hope Felix can find something again. I have a sneaky feeling that maybe on the grass swing he might figure something out. He's done terribly at Wimbledon the last couple of years, but I don't know. He was my biggest prospect on grass courts for a young player of anybody. Just a couple of years ago, going to Wimbledon of 2022, he was my biggest grass prospect. I think his game is amazing for grass courts. Really hope he can do well there. He's not doing well at the moment at all. Did a little bit better last week in Montpellier, but I don't know. I'm also the guy who doesn't think he's just only good on indoors, but it is his best surface so far. So the only surface that even in the future might test it is grass courts, and that's yet to be seen. It's his best surface. He should be doing better than he is. 4-1 for Grigor, by the way. Great serving. He's had that serve be reliable, confident. Jen Brady posted today about undergoing successful knee surgery. Fingers crossed she rehabs well and we see her soon. Oh, yeah, absolutely. Yeah, she's a great player. Yeah, hope the best for her. Seems like a lot of players are injured and just like not playing or retiring. We saw that a lot last year. We're still seeing a bit of that. But yeah, she's a great player. Great player for American tennis on the women's side. Well, American tennis on the women's side is so much better than on the men's side. Like the men got dealt a bad hand compared to the women. They had Serena and Venus for many, many years. Through the 2010s and the late 2000s, they had who else? They've had Naomi Osaka, playing there as well. Who else? It's like, that's crazy. That's crazy to me. I mean, Osaka's Japanese, but she lives in a lot in the US. But even outside of Osaka, like just Serena, Venus, and then who else? Coco Gauff has been great. Jennifer Brady, Sophia Kenin. We've had so many slam champs. Not a single slam champ since 2003 for the men. So that's just crazy to me. Shelton to quarterfinal, awaiting winner of Thompson versus Kudla. So good semifinal prospect if Aussie comes through. Yeah, Shelton Thompson would be great. Thompson's been dangerous this year. He really has, Jordan. Played a great match against Nadal. He played a good match against, who was it, Tsitsipas? I think that one went 5 sets. We're in Corda. Oh, he misses it. That's the thing. Mental game. Just kind of bad forehand there. Goes wide. Love 15. I feel like I was confusing what I said, by the way. Osaka is not American, but she moved from Japan to the U.S. when she was 3 years old. So she's lived in the U.S. for a much longer period of time, but she does play for Japan. Love 30, Korda serving. 1-4. Serve Corda, forehand of Grigor, backhand Corda. That's in the net. Love 40. Corda has kind of gone off it. I did say first set, Dimitrov wins it pretty comfortably, and then second set is more close. But straight sets for Grigor. So far, it's going on track. Or Dimitrov just wins like 6-1, 6-1 and calls it a day. We'll see. But Corda at the line to serve, love 40. First serve goes wide. Second serve. Serve Corda. Out wide, forehand of Corda, cross court. Forehand of Dimitrov on the slide. What a shot. Backhand, slice. Right back in neutral. Forehand. Cross court. The forehand of Dimitrov down the line. Back in a Corda. Way up high. Dimitrov smash, put away. 5-1. Dimitrov with a double break. He's got 1 game away from the first set. There you go. There you go. Vamos Dimitrov. There you go. Vamos Grigor. Absolutely. I agree. I think that's David in the chat. Tommy Paul versus Shelton is a forecast as a semifinal, so hopefully that happens. Yeah, Tommy Paul and Shelton would be fun. Those are 2 flashy guys. Paul is one of the best athletes and shot makers and, one of the flashier guys on the tour. One of the best hardcore players, but he just never gets his credit, does he? Tommy Paul never gets his credit. He really doesn't. He's like he says he likes being under the radar. I feel like he is just that. It's probably a little bit too low percentage, a little bit inconsistent, but and probably not enough usually for the top guys, match in, match out. But and his game isn't as reliable, but it's still there, and he's consistent on hard courts, and he's just such a good athlete that he's such a fun watch. Such a dynamic player. Hey, what's up, Carmenu? Carmenu, what's up? Good to have you in here. Dimitrov serving for the first set. First serve in the net. Second serve from Grigor. Yeah, what's up, Carmenu? Kick serve, backhand of Corda, forehand of Grigor, the forehand of Corda. Backhand of Grigor, cross court, backhand of Corda, web high, smash of Grigor. That's put away. 15-all. Yeah, what's up, Carmenu? Let me know who you're rooting for. Who you got? I said Dimitrov will win this in straight sets. I'm not really for either guy. If Corda can beat Dimitrov, let's go, my boy Sebi. You know what I mean? if Corda can beat this top 10 level Dimitrov, then let's go Sebi. But I love Grigor too. So these are 2 top 5 favorites for me. Top 10. Peeling back, these are some of my favorites. Both of them. Grigor has long time been one of my faves. To watch, it has to be, right? I don't know anybody that hates Dimitrov. Not genuinely. Very 15 for Grigor is 2 points away. Serve here from Dimitrov. Catches the ball toss. Crowd's still going crazy. We've seen that a few times. This isn't France. The crowds can get a bit wild. They're still cheering and doing some chant. Serve here from Grigor. See if that put him off his rhythm. Serve down the T, forehand. Forehand of Grigor. It obviously didn't. Great shot inside out. 40-15. 40-15. Hey, Lexi. Corda. Sevi. Yeah, that's it. Forehand of Grigor. He's got 2 match points, though. Sorry, 2 set points. Forehand down line. What a shot off a great cross court forehand. Backhand slice now. Drop shot. Backhand slice down the line. That's an absurd point. Lob. Smash. Dimitrov's there. What a shot. Wow. What a statement to end the first set. Awesome point there. 6-1. Awesome point. 6-1. I like Sun Effect. Anthony is fueled by solar power. Don't tell him my secret, Sean. Anthony's solar power is hilarious. Yeah, let's see what Sevi can do. It's tough right now, though. Hey, what's up, Max? What's up, Sean, as well? What's up? Let me know who you're rooting for. Let me see some predictions for the second set. Who you got? We got 2 shot makers. 6-1. First set for Grigor. Let's watch him grow. Exactly. I probably need it, to be honest. I hope this match goes to 3 sets. Yeah, I hope so, too. I mean, Sebastian Corda is such a fun watch, and we already know about Dimitrov. If this goes 3 sets, gets to those close, tight moments with both guys absolutely bringing the best out of their games in the tight moments, their best shot making. That's what I love out of tennis more than anything. That's why I love the Roger Rafa match, at its best. It was like when it got to the tight, tense moments. I mean, usually it wasn't in a Marseille 250 in the 4th round, but when it got to the close moments, both guys playing on survival instinct, just being forced to bring out their absolute best tennis. And what their best tennis is it's flashy, it's dynamic. Federer and Nadal, 2 of the best shot makers the game has ever seen. Federer, the best shot maker the game has ever seen, in my personal opinion. So anyway, you love that. You want to see that. Hey, what's up, Ashley? Good morning. Good morning, Ashley. I love it. We got so many tennis fans, so many fans in here. QualityShot tennis fans. Appreciate y'all. What's up, Ashley? What's up? People rate Paul, but he's frustrating. I think many fans wanted the match versus Carlos at AO, but Paul fell short. Yeah, that's fair. I think he ran out of legs at the end there, but he ran out of legs, but he was he still played great at AO last year. I think he's great on hard courts in general. So I don't know. Do people rate Paul? I don't know if people do. I don't know if people do rate Tommy. And I wish that they did. I just don't think he gets in the conversation. He doesn't seem to get into the conversation with the other American players, but I think at some point he could reach a hardcourt major final. I don't know if he goes all the way, but I think he has great potential on hard courts. And he's reached the semifinal there, played great, played a good match against Djokovic in the semis too, even though it was straight sets. I don't know. I like Paul. I don't think he's gonna be I don't think he'll like stay in the top 10 for the rest of his career. I would have not bet on him winning a major. I don't know if I'd even bet on a final, although I would predict that at some point he'll reach at least one final on hard courts. Well, on grass courts, he's quite good too, I think, or at least he has good potential. Like, won Roland Garros juniors on clay, which is hilarious that Paul won Roland Garros. That's one of the weirdest facts I know. It's like Swiatek winning Wimbledon. I was like, you're on the wrong side of the world. Second set. Korda walking back. Here we go. I got some epic music playing. Korda looks awesome walking back. Why are they playing such intense music? Like, this isn't like the WWE. It's like Korda walking back to the court. I just lost the first set 1-6. They're playing the most like Seven Nations Army-esque music, and Korda is just like, here we go. I'm back. I'm back to play. All right, Korda about to serve, start the second set. Korda's like, I'm back. Here we go. I think it's gonna be set is gonna be closer. I'll be honest, the first set was close as well. I mean, it was at least it was close up until 1-4. It was very close up until 1-4. It was really Dimitrov. Either guy could have led 4-1. You know what I mean? Either guy could have been up 4-1 when we got to 4-1, and then it happened to be Dimitrov, and Dimitrov ran away with the set. Well, it didn't happen to be Dimitrov. Dimitrov earned it, and he ran away with the set. So we'll see. I still think Korda is in this. It didn't feel like that was a 6-1 set. That felt more like 6-3, 6-4. It was closer than the scoreline suggests, in my opinion. Dimitrov did well to finish it like that. We'll see how Korda can do in the second set. I expect it to be tighter. Forehand, inside in, forehand of Dimitrov, forehand. That shank from Korda, though. That goes out, love 15. It's just how Korda shows up, match in, match out. The consistency still isn't there. Love 15. Love 15. Like I said earlier, winner of this one plays the winner of Lehechka and Rinderknecht. First serve goes long. Backhand slice. Forehand of Corda. Backhand slice of Grigor. Forehand of Corda. Inside in. Forehand of Dimitrov. That's huge into forehand of Corda. Backhand of Corda. The backhand slice of Grigor. The backhand of Corda. Backhand slice of Grigor. Backhand of Corda. That goes out. Wide. Love 30. Maybe I'm fully wrong. Maybe Grigor just runs away with this. Maybe Grigor just runs away with this, to be honest. I could be wrong. I could be wrong. By the way, this is the first match that Dimitrov plays since the Australian Open. He got a bye in the first round. Not the same story for Sebastian Corda, who beat Grigor in the first round, 7-6 in the third set tiebreaker. Over a qualifier, Corda made that much tougher than he should have, which is kind of the story of Corda's career so far. I hate to say it. Kind of makes some matches tougher for himself than he should, especially with where his talent levels is at. His game is very solid as well. That goes wide, and Corda bounces his racket off the ground. I'm very excited to see him do that because he needs to like, he just catches it right after. He needs to like be frustrated right now because this is a poor start to the second set. This is not how I thought you would begin the second set. It's kind of falling apart here. It's good serve down the tee. It's something 15-40. It might be important for him to climb out of this game. I mean, he's not playing like Hubie Hurkacz, but Dimitrov's been serving amazing in recent months in general. You don't want to go down a break to Grigor at the moment. Serve. Corda, another one down the tee. That goes long, quick as he like. Out to 30-40. Sometimes it's the third one that's the hardest one, though. Sometimes it's the third one that's the hardest one, though. Serve here from Corda. Can he bring out another good serve? Again, went down the tee. No kind of, it's like, what's it called? Reverse psychology. I guess that's reverse psychology, whatever it's called. Going somewhere, same place 3 times, assuming the other person will expect you to switch it up. Backhand of Dimitrov. Up high. Backhand Corda is very poor. Sebi Corda, what are you doing, man? 1-0. Sebastian freaking Corda. His level should be way above this, at least from the second set. Love that song, White Stripes. Yeah. Dun, 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 dun. 6-1 is unacceptable. Yeah. I agree. Wake up, Corda. Damn it. Exactly. I agree. People also love that song, Sweet Caroline, or We Will Rock You by Queen. I like that song. I like We Will Rock You. Sweet Caroline is fine. It can be fun occasionally, but it's kind of annoying. Seven Nations Army is fantastic. Sweet Caroline is just like, dun, 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 dun. And sometimes it's fun, but it has to be the right mood. You have to be with the right people. You know what I mean? That's like a people song. You have to be with the right people, not annoying people. Forehand, inside out, backhand, up high. Dimitrov smash, put away. Put away. 15 love. Why is UTS going on right now? I thought it was a mess about tournament, but I see they're playing now with groups and stuff. Is this thing semi-serious now? Well, I surely hope not, because that's not the point of UTS. The point of UTS is to give players a good outlet to be themselves and to have something fully separate from what we see on the tennis tours usually. And I've said it, and I really do support UTS and what their mission is of UTS. I like it a lot, to be honest. Ever since it was kind of a tactic to get away from boredom in the pandemic, I thought it was fantastic. And yeah, it's only gotten better. So I like it a lot. I like it a lot. I don't know about it going on right now when we're about to have great tournaments like Rotterdam, Dubai, Doha, etc. But yeah, I like it. Has Corda progressed much, or is he relying on being solid from the baseline? No, he's just playing baseline tennis. He hasn't progressed that much. At least so far in this match, he hasn't come to net very much. Serve out wide, forehand of Corda, forehand of Dimitrov, backhand of Corda. The backhand of Dimitrov. Dimitrov is playing at a very high level, but challenge from Corda, but that's probably going to be in, to be honest. We'll see though. But yeah, Corda is not coming to net very much. He's not doing a lot of variety, which he's going to have to start doing if he wants to have a chance here, because Dimitrov, if his strategy here was just to kind of play his game solid from the baseline, that wasn't going to cut it, because Dimitrov is playing way too well from the baseline at the moment. That is in. In fact, it's pretty far in. Like, that's like 4 inches inside the line. 30 love for Dimitrov. Korda is very nervy at the moment. He's going to have to start being aggressive, coming to net, something, because Dimitrov is just playing solid aggressive from the baseline, which is going to be tough for about anybody, unless your name is Nuno Borges. Dimitrov can beat anybody except for Borges and Djokovic at the moment. 40 love. Serve, Korda. Forehand, Korda inside in. Forehand of Grigor. Forehand of Korda. Cross court, the forehand of Grigor. Back in Korda. Forehand of Grigor. Forehand of Korda. That's too good. 40-15. Hopefully it gives him some confidence. He's got to pick this up here. It's going to be very tough for him to break Grigor, but, you know, he had a break point in the very first game of the match. He can get chances. He just needs to figure something out here. He can't get into a rally like that every single point, because I think Grigor is playing too high level at the moment for that. He's going to have to switch it up more. There, he got it done, though. He was aggressive early. He wants to play more aggressive, I think. That goes long. Second serve. Second serve here from Dimitrov in Marseille. Serve from Grigor. Kick serve back in of Corda. Back in slice of Grigor. Forehand of Corda. Cross score. Forehand of Grigor. Cross score. Forehand of Corda. Cross score. One shot. 40-30. Okay. Okay, Corda. That's better. That's better. That's better. There is no going back. Grigor is playing good. Yeah, true. That's true. Maybe. We'll see. We'll see. Hey, what's up, Sheila? Good to have you in the chat. Familiar name in the chat. What's up, Sheila? Primetime. Or Shiloh. Don't know which way to say it. Hey, what's up, Joe? Hey. What's up, Joe Mama? Appreciate you. You were hanging out during the Australian Open streams. That was fun. It's a bad return from Corda. There's something about Corda, man. He doesn't know how to. It's about, he plays points like they're, he doesn't play every point the same. You know what I mean? And you don't always have to, or maybe it's not always realistic, but, you know, he doesn't know when to apply pressure. He doesn't really have that kind of killer instinct on him to finish a match. It's like the mental side. The mental side is still a problem for Sebastian Corda. 6-1-2-0. Dimitrov is absolutely cruising at the moment. Yeah, what's up, Joe? If only Grigor played like this at the Australian Open. Exactly. Mental game has been a problem for Grigor as well. We didn't expect it to come about, because guess what? It hasn't been happening for Grigor, but then it came about during the Borges match. So, you know, it's kind of the thing of when you see what a player is like the first time, you should believe him. You see patterns. But I hope Grigor can make a slam final. That would make me about as happy as anything else. I don't even need him to win, but it just kind of breaks my heart a little bit that Grigor has never made a slam final. It really does. It's like Davydenko all over again. Nikolai Davydenko, by far the best player in my opinion to never reach a slam final. Probably even better than Grigor, to be honest. Like, it's crazy Davydenko never won a major, But the fact he never even got to a major final because he played Federer. I think Federer beat him in quarterfinals and semifinals about 6 or 7 times. And not only was Federer in his absolute prime, but he was a nightmare for Davdinko to play. They played a lot. I think Federer was like 21-2 over Davdinko or something. So Davdinko never got a chance, but it's like Dimitrov now, playing against Rafa in Australian Open. Can't remember who he played at the U.S. Open some years back. Medvedev. He's gotten some tough opponents, but it's sad. It's sad that he's never been able to make that major final. 30 love for Corda, a little bit better start off this service game. Or sorry, 40 love for Corda. That goes out. Better service game from Corda. It's good. I hope it gives him some confidence. Got a game on the board in the second set. Game on the board in the second set. I'd like to see Mahach make the final if he gets the break and confidence grows. Be fun to see him fly. I totally agree, Matt. He's just playing solid. He's playing fearless. Very complete player. He's got a lot of skills. He likes coming to net. He's a guy who he's had the complete game and a very strong game. He just the win percentage hasn't been there. Sweet Caroline's the entrance theme for most of the high-profile contact sports, but the best would be Darren Till UFC match. Oh, got you. Whereas Max, I don't know. Yeah, Sweet Caroline is whatever. That's fine. Who is your prediction for Lehechka versus Rinderknecht? Ooh, good question. Lehechka versus Rinderknecht. Let me check scores. I'm not just gonna flat out say Lehechka. I'm not that high on Lehechka in the long term, to be honest, yet. He beat David Goffin the first round, but he was also down 6-3, 5-2. Man, what happened to David Goffin, man? It's sad. It's sad. If Wimbledon points counted a couple of years ago, he would have been in the top 45 in the world, but they didn't, and then he wasn't able to get into seeding positions. He started getting a lot of tough draws. His level dropped. It reminds me of Schwartzman as well. It's sad to see where guys like Goffin and Schwartzman have fallen. Like, to see them playing qualifying of Grand Slam tournaments is one of the craziest things ever. And both of them lost in qualifying of the Australian Open. Like, what the hell? That's just so wrong. It's just wrong. I don't even care. It's wrong. But yeah, Lehechka beat Goffin. How did Rinderknecht do? Like, he just nearly beat Goffin. Goffin is far from his best. Rinderknecht beat Maxime Cressy. Honestly, neither of those tell me a whole lot. You know what? I'll go. Okay, one more thing. I'll look up Lehechka's result at the last tournament they played because I'm kind of curious as well. How did he do in Australia? That was the last event he played. Outlost Alex Mickelson in 4 sets. Yeah, I'm gonna say I'll say Lehechka. I'll say Rinderknecht for the upset. Why not? I'll say Rinderknecht for the upset. Why not? But I wouldn't bet on it, Lewis. Don't listen to me. Don't listen to me. I would not bet on that. But with the home crowd, I don't think Lehechka's been playing his best tennis recently, to be honest. And Cressy's actually picked up his game a little bit. To win a third set tiebreaker will give Rinderknecht some confidence. I like Rinderknecht. A good mentally solid player when he wants to be. So I'll take Rinderknecht for the upset, but don't bet on it, please. Take my word. Don't bet on it. But I would take Rinderknecht. What's up, Max? Hey, you're still in the chat. You're still on the stream. What's wrong with Dimi? With Dimitrov? Or what do you mean, Gene? What's up, Gene? Dimitrov's currently cruising. Everything is all right with him. I don't know if you mean Dimitrov, but he's great. He's cruising. It's looking like he's trying to get out of here with a bakery. 40 love. Serve from Grigor. Dimitrov's looking like he wants to take this whole title, man. It doesn't matter if he's like, I don't care if QB's on the other side. I don't care if Sue's on the other side. I'm taking my second title. I really think he can if he plays like this. I think he will if he plays like this. That goes out from Corda. Great drop shot, 3-1. It's also every shot in the book. He's playing every shot in the book, which is just makes him such a tougher player to play. By the way, what is Rybakina's score? Wow, Rybakina up 4-2 on Collins. That reminds me of the Australian Open match that they played a year ago, where Collins took a set, but Rybakina was pretty confidently ahead in the other 2 sets. I don't know if that's been the storyline there. I haven't been watching, but let's go, Elena, 4-3. Serve from Corda in the net. Second serve. Oh, what's wrong with Corda? Corda, I don't know. He looks sluggish. He looks nervous. He looks not loose. He looks like he's just saying too many errors in the second set. Up until 1-4 in the first set, he was actually playing well. Even on set point, like for parts of the first set, even at the very latest stages, he was playing well. But Dimitrov was just too good. I thought Korda was going to regroup, and he's done the exact opposite of that, and it's been very disappointing, to be honest. And also a big showcase of the weaknesses of Korda at the moment, which is really consistency and mental game. Because this game is great. It's just how he shows up. How he shows up with it. That hits the tape, goes back on his side. Thank goodness. The last thing Dimitrov needs at the moment is good luck. The last thing Dimitrov needs right now is good luck. By the way, did you guys saw, I'm sure, the ATP video where everybody has a script and a storyline? Amazing. Loved it. Loved every minute. Hilarious. Whoever wrote it, shout out the writers. Very funny. Well made. ATP should make more content like that. I love seeing players like just joking about who they are as players, and so many fun moments throughout. It's so genuinely a great kind of piece of content, but also it's such a content maximized for social media and for tennis fans, because you can like pick out, it automatically gets so many reaction images related to players. You know what I mean? Like so many just moments that people can talk about related to players. Like that's what you love to see. You love content like that really is ambitious, but it's just funny and it works well. I love everything about that. Very, just a great sketch. That goes out from Grigor, 3-2. 3-2. Very, very funny video. Sorry, I meant Corda. No, you're good. I was a bit confused for a minute, but you're good, Gene. No problem. Did you say hi to Flo, the new member of QualityShot? Max. I did. I've been going back and forth with Anthony and Flo stream. I haven't even checked it out. Is that a new person comment? I haven't even checked it out. Okay. I'll need to check that out. Corda needs Axie back with him, Matt. Wait, Axie back with him. Axie hasn't coached. Was he in his box for a bit? I don't think he's coached him, right? My break is done, but I'll be lurking. Okay, no problem, Lexi. Yeah, Corda needs some new coach to figure everything out. Absolutely. Yeah, we're adding new people to the QualityShot tennis team. We're gonna have some new commentators, trying some people out. Add some people to the channel, some great analysts, commentators, fun people related to tennis. 3-2 for Grigor. He's going to be at the line to serve. By the way, everybody, please check out the new podcast as well on the channel on QualityShot Tennis if you haven't already. I always do the editing for that pod as well. I always provide kind of the timestamps, the editing. I love that podcast. I'll keep doing it for a little while longer and throughout the year. Very fun for me to do it with Eliza. Yeah, everybody, please check that out if you haven't already. We talk all things tennis, and we just talk about how to improve this freaking sport and how to grow the sport we love and just all things tennis. So please check that out if you haven't already. Even if you're not that interested in the 250 events that have kind of happened recently, we go off on different other topics as well. So definitely check that out. It's also on Spotify. Backhand Corda, forehand Corda. Out the backhand slice of Grigor. Forehand Corda. Forehand of Grigor and the forehand of Corda. That forehand's been fantastic. From Dimitrov. Backhand slice. Yeah, all of his shots are so consistently deep. That's too good from Corda, though. Drop shot. 15-all. Great reply from Corda. Let's see if Corda can make a match of this. This hasn't been a match. This has been a clinic. 15-all. I mean, it was a match for the first 5 games, and since then it's been a clinic. Really for the first 4 games. Serve from Grigor about to be here at 15-all. Hashtag 360. Yeah. Tennis 360. That's it. Yeah. Love it, Joe. Tennis 360 pod. Serve down the tee. Back in Corda. Forehand of Grigor and the forehand of Corda. That's in the net. 15. Yeah, I love that podcast. Love doing it. Love doing the streams as well. I'd love to do another doubleheader. I don't know if anybody joined in for that one at AO, but I'd love to do another. Doubleheader was so fun. It just added another element to it. Serve out wide. That's too good. 40-15. Maybe at some point soon. So many tennis podcasts, even more so with A-Rob. I will check your one out. Yeah, Matt, I know. There's a lot of podcasts now for tennis. It's crazy. And yeah, Rodix, I still need to check that out. I've only listened to clips, but yeah, I appreciate it. I appreciate it, Matt. Hey, what's up, MJ? Good to have you in here. The forehand of Dimitrov inside. It's going to be too good. 4-2. 4-2. Anthony also does updates on Steph's and Paula's relationship. I cannot care less, Joe. I really cannot care less. I'm sorry. I cannot care less. I don't know. I'm not here for all the off court. I can't with that. Hurkacz versus Shevchenko predictions on 2-0 or 2-1. Could be either one. 50-50. Could be either one. I'm 50-50. Because Shevchenko is a bit unreliable. Doubleheader was sick, Anthony. Hey, Joe, I appreciate it. Yeah, I remember you being in here for that. It was fun. It was a bit makeshift, but it was good. Just on the spot. I loved it. I want to do more. Maybe I'll suggest at some point, phase on. Maybe I can do one of those. Some finals going on. Did they break up? No, they're giving each other stuff on V-Day. There you go. Play-by-play of Tsitsidoza. That is not what I'm here for. I'm not here for play-by-play Tsitsidoza. I did not sign up for this. 15 love. And I did not sign up for play-by-play Tsitsidoza. That's not. Serve from Corda. Out wide, serve and volley. I love seeing them come to net. Backhand over Corda. Lob. That goes out, though. 30 love. Love seeing Corda switch it up. He's got to do that more. 30 love. By the way, it's hard to switch up in tennis, by the way. You get to a certain rhythm, a certain momentum, especially at the highest level of the game. Rhythm, momentum, big part of it. And also the mental side. And also, that's a great shot from Corda. Dimitrov really testing him with the huge forehands and backhands. Players are playing at such a high pace and intensity that to switch it up, I mean, you're really probably risking making a complete fool of yourself by just coming to net just then. Could have completely missed the volley. All of these. It's like, do you get into that right zone? Are you able to keep your kind of mental composure even as you switch things up? These are things that that are true to the players, but you don't really think about as a fan. But the difficulty level in a lot of things in tennis and the multiple factors going in are really much more different than a lot of people take for credit. Corda, by the way, a few holds to love, which is a really good sign for Corda. A couple of good signs in the last return game as well. I feel like Corda's now in that 4-1 zone that he was at in the first set. He's already won more games than he did in the first set. But I'd say this is about where he was in the first 5 games of the first set that were very long. We had about 30 minutes for the first 5 games of the set, which is about 6 minutes time per 6 minutes per game. 6 minutes allotted per game. I can run during David's match. Yeah. Great one for Rybakina. Rybakina getting it done. Elena Rybakina Collins played really well. Man, what a heartbreaker for Danielle, though. Can Danielle get it done? Ostapenko is absolutely cruising, and Collins is really failing. And they're totally different players, but are they totally different? You know what I mean? They always remind me so much of each other. Collins is struggling, and Ostapenko is cruising because Collins is playing really well too. That makes it sadder. It'd be less sad if Collins was losing like 6-1, 6-2, but she's getting close to these great wins. I hope she can get one, to be honest. I found this channel after betting on Dimitrov when he beat Djokovic, and I've just kept coming back since, Sheila. I appreciate it. Yeah. I think we got a great channel here for tennis and keeping up with tennis, play-by-play, live streams for everyone, for the diehards of tennis, and also for, just everyone, people new to the sport who want to enjoy it or somewhere in between. Or somewhere in between. 4-3 here for Grigor. He's about to step to the line to serve. Up a set and a break. Jesus. I didn't even see that. I only started following the third set. I wasn't watching the stream. How'd you guys like the new commentator flow? I didn't see the stream. I'll catch a little bit of the replay. Backhand. That's in the ground. Too good off Korda. He's playing aggressive. He's definitely made a thing of it to play more aggressive. Left 15. Left 15. Serve here from Dimitrov. Out wide. Back in a Corda. Forehand of Dimitrov. Forehand of Corda. Back end of Dimitrov. That goes out. Love 30. Let's go, Sebi. Let's go, Sebi. Here we go. Here we go. Here we go. Okay. Here we go. Real, this is about the tennis action I get unless I'm actually betting it. I don't have the knowledge to do that consistently. Nice, nice, nice. Yeah, that's fair. I like it, though. That's what we're here for as well. That's a great serve from Dimitrov down the tee. He's got that down the tee serve. Korda's got to start guessing that way. I would bet he's going like 60% down the tee on both sides. Like he's going there a lot. Korda's got to start guessing that way. And he's doing it with aces and winner services. Serve from Dimitrov. That's in the net. Second serve. Second serve here from Grigor. Kick serve back in a Corda. Forehand of Grigor back in a Corda. Forehand of Grigor. Forehand of Corda. Cross court. Forehand of Grigor. Forehand of Corda. Forehand Grigor. Inside out. Back in a Corda. Back in slice. Grigor. That goes out. That's a bad slice from Dimitrov. You know, he's been like almost pitch perfect in this match, like Dimitrov. Like really, if you were to give him a grade on a grade scale, you would give him at least an A. I mean, at the least an A minus, but probably at least an A. And you would contend with an A plus. Like he's been very good. I would give him an A, a solid A. He's been almost pitch perfect. That was the first kind of shot that really kind of set him back. That slice. Missed it at 15:30, 15:40 here. Forehand, cross court. What a forehand down the line. Forehand, backhand pass. Clips the tape, goes out. It was going to go out anyway, just. Corda, by the way, on his knees, which is not a good sign. Frustrated. 30-40. He's got one more here. I kind of have the feeling Sebastian Corda's got to do it on this point or else it might not happen. I feel like it's this point or bust. This point is unbelievably big, in my opinion, for the chances of Corda in this match. If he could get to 4-4, game on. Another break point here. First service, just to let. It clips the tape just, and then it just, I think, catches the outside of the line. Hour and 7 minutes played. Corda trying to get back to even in the second set. Serve from the Bulgarian. Serve from Dimitrov. Out wide. Second serve. Feels like a little bit more nervy for Dimitrov. Misses the first serve. Second serve. Kick serve. That's a good serve. Backhand slice. The backhand of Corda. Cross court. Backhand slice of Grigor. Forehand Corda. He should take advantage. He does a little bit. Inside in. Forehand. Cross court. Back to the forehand Corda. Back to the backhand of Dimitrov. Backhand slice. Backhand Corda. Now forehand. Backhand Corda. Down the line. That's too good. Sammy Corda is a back in business. He gets a big fist bump. He gives a big fist bump. There we go. 4-4. I said it was either going to be that point or bust. That point or bust. And Corda says, you know what? I'm here. He says, you know what? I'm here. I'm here. 4-4. I'm going to show up. Come on, Sebi. You got it done. So I was just sitting there observing the match, not really giving him play-by-play. All right, I'll check it out. I'll check it out later. Check it out later. Making a match. Yeah, exactly. Doha Women's Draw comes out tomorrow. I can't wait. Yeah, hell yeah. Yeah, Doha. That's an 100, by the way. For some reason, it's a 250 on the men's side, even though it should be 500. It is going to be a 500 next year. But on the women's side, it's 1,000. Backhand slice, forehand to Corda. That's in the net. He's got to hold here, though. Classic, right? Classic Sebastian Corda, classic tennis moment. If, if it's a rebreak here from Grigor. Classic Grigor as well at the moment. Jean, she loads, flows first day. Yeah, exactly. Maybe 2 or 3 more matches, she'll get the hang of it. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, I mean, listen. Serve out wide. That goes out. Second serve. Yeah, none of us are good when we're just like we need time to get into it. I'm sure she did fine. Or so we'll see. Forehand, cross score, forehand, Corda. Cross score, forehand, Dimitrov. Forehand, Corda. He is banging the ball at the moment. He is banging that ball. Wow, what a backhand down the line. He had a break. That was a great forehand inside out. Almost looked like triple digits. Triple digits. Peace out, everyone. Yeah, see you later, Joe. Good to see you in the stream. Definitely show up for more. Feel, hell yeah. Feel. Yahoo, Lexi. Yep. Come on, Corda. I'm listening to try not to lose yet. Let's manifest it. 3 sets, Corda. Serve out wide for Dimitrov. For a Corda. That's well wide though. If I think I manifested it. I think I jinxed it there. 15-30. He's got to play. Every other shot is either amazing or pretty poor like that. So he's got to just hone it down. Literally every shot in this game has either been a poor error or a great winner so far. Serve Corda down the tee. That's a great shot. 30 all. It's a great shot, and then it's a poor one. Now I'm expecting something less. He's got to keep this momentum. Keep it going. Another good one here. 4th ace of the match, by the way, for Corda out of 43 first serves. 4th ace. First serve out wide is a let. Take care, Joe. Yeah, that's it. See you later. Come on, Corda, make this 3 sets. That's it. First serve down the tee is called good. Maybe Dimitrov should challenge. It was close. I reckon Dimitrov should have challenged that, but anyway. 40-30. Song rhythm, night is catchy. Yeah, Mukova really can't catch a break, Anthony. Dang. I've been keeping up with that. Let me see. I should just go to like live tennis scores or whatever. See what all is going on. I'm glad seeing Mukova back playing though. Is that her first match of the year? Back in cross court, back in slice of Grigor, forehand of Corda. Back into Grigor, forehand Corda. That's the tape. Goes back in the side though, Deuce. One net court earlier was in the way of Corda, the other one not. But yeah. Big up Anthony lurking and working. Hey, I appreciate it, Cedric. Always good to see you in the chat. Yeah, guys, don't forget to like the stream, by the way, if you're enjoying it. Definitely don't forget to like the stream if you are enjoying it. It really helps out the channel. Would appreciate it. And don't forget to subscribe as well to QualityShot Tennis for more streams as well. That's a great serve from Korda. He stepped up his game. This is the best tennis he's played in this match. Cedric, I'm working too. Working and lurking. I won't tell. Anthony already put out a video on that. I haven't watched all that yet. That's in the net. Big come on from Korda. I love the energy too and the passion. He's going, come on. Let's go, Korda. 5-4. Let's go, Korda 5-4. What was it? Matt in the chat earlier said Dimitrov's going to run away with the first set. Then it's going to be past 5-5 in the second set. So there you go. Oh, yeah, the Tennis 360. I need to watch the recent one. Oh, hell yeah. Yeah, everybody, check out the Tennis 360 podcast that came out this week that I do with Eliza every week. That's on the video section. Very fun. Talk about weekly events and just all kinds of tennis topics. We're talking about the WTA schedule. Love your podcast on your channel, by the way, too. Hey, I appreciate it. Yeah, Anthony's Tennis Hub podcast. Yeah, I appreciate it. Yeah, it's just my podcast. Appreciate it. I followed you on X too, Anthony. Yeah, I appreciate it. Anthony's _ tennis if you want to follow me. Where's live video? I don't have live video, but I can commentate on this match. I can commentate on this match. What's up, Jason? So I don't speak Spanish, but I'm glad to have you in here. Gene, who's your players to watch? Top 10 ATP and WTA for 2024? That's a good question. I'm not going to step into that right now. A few good questions in the chat. What are your current thoughts on Runa's current situation? He's screwed at the moment. He's in a bit of trouble. No, I don't know, Max. It's tough for Runa because you want to see another guy at the top doing well, and he's the guy who I feel like needs it the most. Like Runa is the guy who right now is struggling and lost the moment at the most in his game at the moment. He needs that more than anything because he's such a work in progress. He needs all of the stuff on the side to be at a constant. You can't have it be like just super weird and always changing. She pulled out Doha. Oh, okay, got you, Gene. Got it. That makes more sense to be honest. With Boris Becker stepping down as his coach, yeah, Severin Lutzi as well. He's got all the big three coaches out for this event for your picks, Gene. 15 love for Dimitrov. I'm very curious about Djokovic this year. I'm very curious to see how he kind of responds to the loss in Australia. 2 consecutive losses, his 2 best majors. Now 3 losses to Sinner within 4 matches. I'll be curious how Djokovic does for the rest of the year. That'll be interesting to watch. There's a lot of interesting things to watch this year. Sinner, how he keeps going. Carlos, how he rebounds. Rafa. Then obviously Medvedev as well. And can he get a hard court major in New York, for example? Or at least get more Masters. Forehand, the backhand slice of Grigor, backhand slice of Corda. It's a lob, it's way up high. Dimitrov leaves it. 30 love. 30 love. I did say Dimitrov wins the first set and then wins the second set in the tiebreaker. So I might be heading off to a pretty good prediction on my end. 30 love. 30 love. Serve here from Grigor. Out wide is a good serve. 40 love. 40 love. Backhand down the line, forehand squash shot of Grigor, forehand a Corda. The backhand slice of Dimitrov, forehand a Corda. That goes out. Great play from Grigor. It's flashy. Flashy stuff. Hold your thoughts. Be right back. Lexi, you're so funny, honestly. My picks, I think Dimitrov can win this event against Hubie in the final. I agree. If Dimitrov plays like this, I think he's winning that final. And I'm high on Hurkacz, but if Dimitrov's playing like this, I think he can win 3 or 4 titles this year, to be honest. If Dimitrov keeps at this level, I think he can win 3 or 4 titles. It would be so good to see him win another Masters title, another big title. He won Cincinnati in ATP finals in 2017. Be so good to see him get another one. So good. So good. It's in the net from Dimitrov. 15 love for Corda. 15 love for Sebi Corda. Seems to me like Dimi is getting better with age. He's one of the fittest players right now. I totally agree. Dimitrov is only getting better and better with age. I couldn't agree more, to be honest. He is playing the best tennis of his career, in my opinion. I said it earlier. You improve as a player over 7 years. Especially with Grigor. This guy's been around at the top 25. He's been around. He's been there. Always at majors. Always fun to watch. 2019 U.S. Open semi, It's just the thing of he wasn't getting the results like he is now, but I totally agree. Fine wine is a good way to put it. He's getting better with age. 3-15 for Corda. 3-15. Serve Corda down the tee is too good. 40-15. Along with Nole in this age group, yeah. I mean, he's a bit younger than Nole too. He's like 32, which is crazy because he's played, I think, like 52 consecutive majors or something. Like listen, if he just plays like 5 more years, he will already be right at the top of the stat of like most consecutive major appearances, for example. Like He's been around such a long time, and he's so young. He's been constantly at the top. Kind of like Roger, he hasn't really struggled with injury that much, although I really don't want to jinx it. So no jinx. But so far, I mean, he's only gotten better and better. He's at the prime of his career, maybe. What's his career high ranking though? Number 3 in the world after that ATP Finals victory, along with the Masters 1000 win. You know, he hasn't quite gotten a result like that, but he got to the Paris final. I really hope that he's able to get some results like that this year. I was really tempted. I think he was my biggest temptation to put into the top 10 this year. For my year-end top 10 predictions, he was my biggest temptation to put into the top 10. But I just didn't quite know. I was like, it's a bit of a risk. And I wanted to give nods in my predictions to guys like Ruud and Fritz, even though they were out of form. I was like, you know what? I think they're top 10 tier guys, though. I think they can find it again. But Dimitrov is playing like the top 10 tier guy, and I won't be surprised if he gets it. I almost won't be surprised if he finishes top 5. Like, he is playing crazy well. You know what I mean? Like, he beat Medvedev and Alcaraz. He beat Runa in Brisbane. Like, he is playing at a very high level. And you know, we have the top 4 guys. Who's the next up after that? Like, there's some space there. I mean, you can definitely name a few guys, but anyway, he's definitely playing like a top 10 level guy, in my opinion. No doubt about it. I think he's like number 6 or 7 best results since October, so maybe number 5 even. Yeah, it's true, yeah. But yeah, no, I mean, the older guys, it's showing longevity in tennis, which is great. All right, 5-6, Dimitrov at the line serve. Once again, guys, don't forget to subscribe to Quality Shot Tennis if you're new for more streams. We'll be doing a lot more streams, and I'll be doing a lot more streams. Don't forget to like the stream as well if you're enjoying it. And don't forget to share around Quality Shot Tennis as well. Be a great help. If you're enjoying the content, don't forget to share around, you know. Just retweets, stuff like that, sharing it on accounts. Helps a lot. I appreciate you guys joining in. 15 love here for Grigor. Already back at the line, trying to get to a tiebreaker. Serve down the tee. Perfect. He's trying to play like Federer. We're going quick. He's in rhythm. He's in momentum. Already back to the line. 30 love. Again, it's a love service hold. I know a love service hold when I see one. He's trying to get to that tiebreaker. Here we go. Quick pace. That's it. Serve from Grigor. Down the tee. Missed it. I say that Korda breaks him, you know. Let's see. Second serve. Serve from Dimitrov. Back in Corda. Back in slice of Grigor. Back in slice Corda. Forehand Dimitrov. Forehand Corda. Just over the net. Back in slice. Sits up high. Forehand Corda. That goes out. 40 love. 40 love. That's momentum as well, and that's tempo. You know, that's tempo. That's tempo and momentum on his serve. Breaks down the Corda forehand. He still got it. It's like chess. Robin Williams said it best. Tennis is chess played at 90 miles per hour. It's about tempo as well. Dimitrov's got that at the moment. Big serve out wide. That's too good. Like always on Quality Shot Tennis, let me know in the chat, who are you picking to win this match? Who are you picking to win this tiebreaker? And what's going to be the score? I want to see predictions in the chat. What's going to be the score in this tiebreaker? I say it's going to be actually don't know. I'm gonna say Dimitrov. I'm gonna go crazy. I'm gonna say Dimitrov 11-9. I'm gonna say Dimitrov 11-9. Let me know in the chat. Let me see some predictions in the chat. Who's gonna win this tiebreaker? What's gonna be the score? I'll shout out your name in the chat if you get it. Or I'll shout out whoever's closest in the chat. Anyway. All right, here we go. Corda out the line to serve. Back end slice, Corda. Forehand. Inside out, forehand of Corda. Inside in, forehand. Cross court to the forehand of Corda. That's in the net. 1-0 for Dimitrov. You're going to lose your serve, though. You want to do in the first point the tiebreaker. That's for sure. Let me see some predictions in the chat. Corda 11-9. Kind of the antithesis. How do you say that? Antithesis? I can't think right now. Antithesis to my guess. That's the opposite of mine. Doha qualifying draws out. Oh, nice. Gotta check that out. Dimi 7-4. 7-4 Dimi. Okay. What's up, Sao Kim? Sao Kim also, Sao Kim and Gene with the same guess. It just came out, Gene. Okay. We got a Corda, though. I'm going Dimmy. We got 2 Dimmies. We also got 1 Corda going 11-9, Cedric. I got a feeling this one could be long. That's my gut feeling, but we'll see. Dimitrov might run away with it if he keeps up as well as he is on a serve. Well, that just catches the baseline from Dimitrov's forehand. 2-0. 2-0 for the Bulgarian. Serve out wide. That goes long. Big difference between 2-1 and 3-0. Corda is going to want to win this point off a second serve. Bigger point than it seems. Serve out wide. Forehand Corda. That goes wide, though. 3-0. Man, the thing I hate most in tennis is playing tiebreakers. I absolutely hate playing tiebreakers. I actually love pressure moments. I love challenging myself in that way in the competition aspect of it. Even if I'm not able to pull up clutch, I love having to pull up clutch and trying to test myself in that way and getting better. But tiebreakers, man, they like 7-point tiebreakers, especially. They're tough, man. They are tough. It feels good to win them. Like I remember a few times being down 3-5, 4-5 and still pulling them out. But they're tough, man. Especially as a junior, I hated tiebreakers. I still don't love tiebreakers, but forehand, down the line, backhand slice of Dimitrov, forehand, inside out, backhand slice of Grigor. Backhand Corda, must win point for Corda, maybe. Backhand slice, that's a poor one from Dimitrov. 3-1. Dimitrov very frustrated after that miss. 3-1. 3-1 for Grigor. That's a good point for Corda to win there. He kept up with some good depth. We've seen some good depth from both players in this match. Good rallies from the back of the court. Solid. Backhand slice, backhand of Corda, backhand Dimitrov slice, the forehand of Corda down the line, backhand Dimitrov. Dimitrov challenging the shot that Corda hit down the line. If he loses the challenge, he loses the point. That's in. You lose the challenge, you lose the points. Tennis's version of you die in the game, you die in real life. You lose the challenge, you lose the point. That was a risk there for Grigor there. 3-2 for Dimitrov. 3-2 for Dimitrov. Corda's forehand is so shaky. It is. It really is. That might be a bigger weakness than the backhand, to be honest. This backhand is fantastic. Almost Grigor, yeah. Dimitrov 7-0 in the tiebreaker. Hasn't quite pulled out that way. 3-2. Serve out wide. That goes out. Second serve. Second serve for Dimitrov. That's in the net. Double fault. 3-3. 3-3. 11-9 Dimitrov is coming, buddy. It's coming. It is coming. I had the 11-9 Dimitrov call. It's going. He has talked about that. He is nursing a serious wrist injury on that right wrist. Corda is? Damn. He's still feeling pain every day. That's nuts. Let's freaking go. Yeah. I agree. Pressure moments are what makes a player's mental and confidence to win. Yeah, exactly. I love that part. I mean, I'm high on my mental side in tennis. I put all my money on Corda. Christian, damn, that sucks. Yeah, I had Grigor in straight sets, but this is a tough match to bet on when two players are this good and this dangerous. Be right back. Gotta walk my dog. Rough. All right, guys. I'll see you later. Backhand, the forehand of Dimitrov. Backhand Corda. The backhand of Dimitrov. Backhand Corda. Forehand Dimitrov. Backhand Corda. Down the line. Forehand Dimitrov. Forehand Corda. Down the line. Backhand slice. That's in the net. Corda jumps up 2 mini breaks in a row from 3-0 to 4-3 in serving. We're going to get a third set. Are we going to get a third set? Guess what? Corda holds both of these service points. We're at 6-3 for Corda to push us to 3 sets. This came out of nowhere. Bad double fault, then a bad slice miss from Dimitrov. Korda's clutched up, but Dimitrov has clutched down. His game has kind of fallen apart here. Talking about the mental game. Maybe the comeback Korda starts now. Yeah, come on, Korda. Dimmy. See what Dimmy can do. Back and slice, Korda. Volley. Forehand, Dimitrov. Oh, he slips up. I hope Dimitrov's okay. Especially at that age, you don't want to be slipping up like that. 5-3. 5-3. We'll see what Grigor can do, Christian. $1,000. Jeez, that's tough. Wow, that's a big bet. Well, listen, I mean, I kind of hope you get the bet now. And Corda's coming back. He's at 5-3. Hey, Juice the Cup. Go Corda, okay. Go Sebi. Back in slice, Dimitrov. Back in Corda. Forehand of Dimitrov. Inside out. Back in Corda. Forehand Dimitrov. Inside in. Forehand Corda. Cross court. Oh, just missed it. You gave the mini break right back. Cedric, you and I went 11-9 in either direction. I think we might be onto something. We're at 4-5. I don't know if it's going to be about like, wow, both players are so clutch and playing so well, or more about that they're both having a few kind of tight misses. That was close to a good attempt of a forehand, but it was just, I don't know, maybe too low percentage. It's hard to say that something is too low percentage when two guys are this talented, though. You know what I mean? But anyway, he missed the forehand. It's 4-5 for Dimitrov. At the line, he'd like a big first serve here. He gets it. Out wide. That's a good return, though. Forehand Corda. Should stay aggressive, in my opinion. Forehand Corda. Forehand Dimitrov. Back in Corda. That's in the net. 5-5. 5-5. 5-5. All fives. 5-5. Tight moments in Marseille. Listen, Dimitrov, this is a big match for Dimitrov not to lose, keep his momentum up. I mean, he was up a set and a break. Arguably, he would have already won to close. He's had great momentum up from pretty much all last year up until Brisbane, especially. Losing Borges in Australia and then losing this match to Corda would kind of halt his momentum. He's used to losing matches like this, but he hasn't done that for a while. So, big match in that way, too. Forehand Corda, that goes out. It is a match point for Grigor Dimitrov. When you have a first set tiebreaker, the stakes are high. It's tense, but it's not as tense as a second set tiebreaker or a third set tiebreaker. Because guess what? You can have match points in a second set tiebreaker and a third set tiebreaker. Okay, 6-5 for Grigor. We had a few 7-4 predictions. 6-5. Here we go. Match point. What can Corda do? Can he be clutch? He wants a big serve. That's not a good sign. Reed tosses the ball. Match point here for Dimitrov. Finish this off. First serve is very tight into the net, middle of the net. Just goes right into a second. I hope there's not a double fault here. Kick serve. Okay, it's in. Forehand. Dimitrov back in down the line. Forehand of Grigor. Forehand of Corda. The forehand of Dimitrov. Forehand of Corda down the line. Stays in. Back and slice. Dimitrov back in Corda. That's in the net. Dimitrov out of nowhere. What was that tiebreaker? 3-0 turns to, what was it, 5-3? And then 5-3 turns into 7-5. Wow. That shows the mental side of Corda that I was talking about. He has some potential there, came back from 3-0, made it 4-3. He's passionate. But it's just the thing of the mental game and figuring out how to finish matches, finish opportunities, when to apply pressure, all of these things. The mental game for Corda really lets him down. The technical is there, but the mental and the physical not there as much. And Grigor Dimitrov continues his winning ways, and especially up until 4-3, played an A+ match. Fantastic. Kind of halted a bit towards the end there, but still. Fantastic match from Grigor. Keeps up winning ways. Or a really good match from Grigor. Keeps up his winning ways. He's into the quarterfinals in Marseille. I appreciate everybody joining in here. Let's go. Yeah, 7-5. Okay. 11-9 Dimmy. Let's see it. Yeah, we'll see. Who's that? Wait, okay. Who said 7-5 though? Did anybody say 7-5? Anybody say 7-5? Sao Kim and Gene, y'all said 7-4. Okay. So shout out to Sao Kim and Gene said 7-4. Korda mental game just isn't there yet. Just sad for Dima. Yeah, 5-3 to 7-5 is not good enough for Sebastian. Congrats, Grigor. Yeah. Sucker. Yeah, exactly. Come on, Korda, be a monster today. Yeah, exactly. But he's just not doing it. You want to be a monster. Just get the win. Do it. But you just can't do it. It's tough, though. Tennis is tough. And it's a tough mental game. Come on, Korda. One day you'll be the number one. I love that, though. I love the energy. I love the belief. Now it gets me excited. Sebastian Korda, American world number one. I never even considered the thought, but it's one of those names you say it. I'm like, well, at least the alternate universe exists where that happens, but it's an alternate universe where Korda can finish matches and be mentally stronger and stuff. So I don't know. He can at least win one major at some point in his career. That'd be good enough for me. Quick turnaround for Collins, Anthony. Yeah, it sucks for Collins. Sucks for Collins. Sudden to break up. Lost it. I also lost a bet yesterday. That was huge. That sucks. Predictions for Hurkacz and Shevchenko. It really could go like almost anything, but I'll go Hurkacz. I'll go Hurkacz 2 sets. Shevchenko's been a little bit weird and up and down sometimes. Thanks, Anthony. Yeah, I appreciate it. Thank you, Lexi. Thanks everybody for joining in. Don't forget to subscribe, QualityShot Tennis if you're ahead now, and don't forget to like the stream as well. Helps out the channel. I had Corda just winning a set. I had Dimitrov in straight sets. I actually said at the start of the stream, first set one-sided. Dimitrov wins the second set in a tiebreaker. So if you rewind, I said that at the start of the stream. So that was a kind of lucky guess. Not lucky. It was a good guess. Yeah. Thank you, Cedric. Pain. Yeah. It sucks for Sebi. It really does. But it's 6-1, 7-6, 2 sets. Towson W. Let me see. GG's. Yeah, GG. Thank you for joining in as well, Talkim. Towson. Yeah, what is her score? Claire Towson. Let me see. Or what is Towson? Okay, so she's going to play Christian. I actually don't know, but I like Towson, so I'll say Towson. Who's doing QB? Is somebody doing QB? That's probably David then. I think David's doing the Hurkacz. Yeah, David should be doing the Hurkacz, I believe. All right. Well, I'm going to head out. 6-1, 7-6 for Grigor Dimitrov. Love to see Grigor in winning ways. I hope he keeps it up. This was a big match for his momentum. Sad for Corda. He's got everything except for the mental side. Appreciate everybody joining in. What a monster stream. Always love it when we got a lot of people chatting up in the chat. Appreciate everybody. Cedric. Honestly, Gene, appreciate it. Lexi, Christian, shout out some people in the chat. Ghost, Geralitis, Cedric, appreciate everybody joining in. I'm out of here. Hour and 39 minutes. Dimitrov gets the win. It was close for the first kind of 4 or 5 games, and then Dimitrov ran away with the first set. He was up a set in a break, cruising. Then Corda played a great match to kind of come back. He was up 5-3 in the tiebreaker, up on his serve. Then it was 7-5 for Dimitrov in about 2 minutes. So Corda still needs to figure that out. Other than that, he's doing pretty well. But he still needs to figure out the mental side. We'll see if he can do that. See you guys for more streams. Maybe in Abu Dhabi. I'll stream something for the WTA as well. I'll have to see. But I'll see you guys for more streams throughout later at some point.
Watchalong.